do have to say, I have to say this, dude, is just honestly just turn to God, man. Turn to Jesus Christ. That's really, I want to say that's where like a lot of my YouTube success came from, you know. But if I stay on Deepwoken, there's not much growth for me, at least. I'm not taking much of a risk by just chilling in Deepwoken, not really going anywhere. Yo, I don't really think I'm gonna be playing Deepwoken anymore, and the reason why is because Deepwoken is just like so repetitive. Like, don't get me wrong, it was fun, and if you were new to the game, you know, you went to like Lower Arisia and you progged, maybe you progged with like in a VC with your friends, maybe it might have been fun. But once you get to a max level, once you can fight everything solo with your friends or whatever, once you're like at that point in the game, it really just gets repetitive, you know. And the reason why like I don't upload for like 2 weeks straight, like I'll have a 2-week period where I don't upload, is because the game is just like, it's a bandit beater, dude. Like, I'll hop on I'll come after school from home, do homework, and then I'll have some time to like play Deepwoken. But that time, usually from the time I finish my work and then prog or whatever, I'm like progging a new build for a new video. That whole session takes like about 3 days. You know, the first day consists of progging your build after school, okay, and then you'll go to sleep or whatever. And then the next day is like, you know, you got to like power 15, 16, then you're spending the rest of that time getting to power 20, maybe unlocking your bell and, you know, doing things of that nature. And then the fourth day, you're just min-maxing. And like I don't know about you guys, but it takes me a while to prog builds, and I'm not like some other YouTubers. I like care about my grades, so I'm not gonna be skipping school to just prog or like take time out of my work. But other than that, I just feel like it gets really repetitive, and I'm just not gonna keep doing that. But the next thing is like just the community. So I don't know, y'all don't know, but this server is really peaceful. But the reason why it's so peaceful is because I'm in a content creator private server. Maybe some of you recognize these names, but this is a CCPS, that's what they call it. And the community really is just, oh my. So let's go back to the purge week. The purge week was an interesting experience. You know, I was pretty new to the whole content creator. You know, once you get CC, you get like a little CC role, you get a red name in the Deepwoken Discord server. You get access to a hashtag content chat. You can talk to moderators and other YouTubers. But it's starting to get really crowded, and I can assume eventually it's gonna get really chaotic. But anyways, I got that, and I thought it was a very cool experience, right? But over time, I began to realize a pattern. All the other CCs, I'm not gonna call out any names, but all the other CCs, they're nonsense, you know. One person will spew out nonsense, another CC will go agree with that. They feed off of each other, and I want to say that's how it is for 90% of the other CCs. You know, they're all kind of like, they're just odd. I'll just say that, I'll leave it at that. But there's like the other 10%. I'm in a group chat with the other 10%, and we're all really chill, you know. But other than that, I would say if you're an upcoming YouTuber that plays Deepwoken and you're growing your following from Deepwoken, I think really just stay in your original friend group. If you're relatively small, try not to get too close to some other YouTubers, because that 10% I mentioned soon's gonna be 0%. Because right now, the current state of like the content creators, they're all just like, chances are some of your favorite YouTubers are like this, and that's kind of it. But not all of them. I won't say all of them. Some of them are really chill. But yeah, that's kind of just how I want to say it for the content creators. Oh, but actually no. The whole reason the whole reason I started talking about the purge week, because I said let's go back to the purge week, is because, oh, now I have to go back on this, but always AFK, yeah, always AFK. Since he started the purge week, since I was relatively new, I wanted to be like chill with always AFK. I wanted to be chill with as many people as I could possibly be. But then I started to notice some flaws. CCPS rules, you can't freaking, the purgers can grip, but the peacekeepers can't grip, which means in the whole depths wars, the peacekeepers, they get to get wiped if they die, and the purgers, they get to just live even if they get knocked. And that was already, it was whatever, right? And then coming up next is like the teams were just so unbalanced, right? This was, I'm being completely honest with you, this was an NA event. There's really no point in inviting an EU CC to a majority NA event, but you know, if they get to join, they get to have fun, it's whatever. And right, blah blah blah. But the thing is, if you're gonna invite EUs, AFK invited like 4 EU kids, right? 4 EU kids, and he put them all on the peacekeepers teams. AFK himself was on the purgers teams, and you know, that's extremely biased, bro. Like, he put the EU PvEers, the ones that make like informational videos, the ones that don't really do PvP or aren't known for PvP, he gave them all to the peacekeepers. This was already like an unfair fight, so it was gonna be easy for the purgers. The purgers had Nagora, right? They had Sheep, they had, who else? They had a bunch of really good people. And then the peacekeepers teams, our team was kind of like, how do I say this, it's like if you've ever played basketball at your school and you have like really good kids, the team captains will select like all the really good kids. They'll get all the good teams, and they'll be like, you're the throwaway team. That's what the peacekeepers was, and that, it was just really unfair. It was just really biased and stuff. And back to what I was saying about the CC spewing out nonsense, it's really true, because the moment me and the 10% of non-biased, nonsense spewing, yapping YouTubers, me, Inu, Force, Wrath, Wise Liston, Adept, I know I'm missing someone, nah, I think that was it, but I might as well just say their names now because they're also in the GC. We got Blue, Owagers, Prodigy. I think I named the whole GC. Hopefully I did. But me with the 10%, it was just, it was literally us against like all the other CCs, just calling them out on their BS, and they just rely on the same excuses. And I don't know, it's whatever. But aside from that, I just want to go on with the moderation. The moderation for this community is just, it's like really bad. Like, going back to when I was progging, like how I say I don't upload for 2 weeks, I want to play a game and like make content on a game where I don't have to wait a long time, or like have to hurry up and prog something and have a waiting period before I can actually like start getting my content in and making videos, right? I want to kind of like just jump into something, have it be quick, you know, like some battleground games or just some other games, right? And then when you're progging, right, and then since this is PvP orientated game, people get salty, moderators get salty too, you know, they'll be biased towards you. The moderators team, they have like a very high puff, act high, like you can't reach me type of attitude, and you know, I don't like that. I don't like a biased system. Like Archmage, bro, like he sees this. I don't know why he doesn't really do much about it. But I won't say that for all moderators. You know, you have good moderators, but like from what other YouTubers have reported, their interactions with moderators, most of them are bad. Like, I'm just gonna say that most of them are bad. But yeah, that's really it for the moderators part. But other than that, I'd say if you're first playing Deepwoken, it's probably gonna be a really fun experience for you. But it's really all the same, man. Once you get super good, and like it doesn't have to be just really good at PvP like just good at the game itself, like knowing what to do, how to min-max a build. And once you get to that state and knowledge, it's really the same. It's just progress, take a while, make a new build, blah blah blah, whatever. And the thing is, no matter how much content Deepwoken adds, there's always going to be a player complaining. I'm one of those people, as you see me here. Deepwoken can add a verse 3, a central luminate, a layer 3. They could do that, right? Add a whole new wave of stuff, but give it time. Give it time, and it's just gonna it's gonna be the same thing. There's gonna be another set of people complaining, saying that Deepwoken is dry, which it is. And I really don't know how the devs can help that. I don't know how they can fix that. But maybe it's just the progging system, or maybe like a lack of events or things you can do. Because I've ganked a lot, and ganks are starting to get boring, and that's contributing to the reason why I'm like quitting, or like not quitting. Maybe I'll play it once in a while, but I just don't really want to make content on the game. But ganks servers are just so bad. I don't know if the devs can help that or if it's a Roblox issue, but ganks, it's always super laggy. The balancing system, I don't know how the devs would do that either. I don't know how they would balance it, but really we're too far deep. You can't just straight up remove stuff. There's just stuff that's so busted that like if you nerf it, it's just gonna be completely useless. Like, how can I think of this? Some of you may or may not know this was like a verse 1 thing, but flame repulsion actually used to be hella good for a very brief period in time. For like maybe like 2 weeks, it was trending on like Deepwoken content. A bunch of big YouTubers made videos about it. You could like M1 faint it, and then it would come out instantly. It was like probably one of the best flame mantras at the time, right? And now it got nerfed because it was really good, right? But now it got nerfed, and now it's garbage. No one's rocking flame repulsion, like at least like not competitively, maybe for fun, but no one's really rocking that. And that's how it is for a lot of the balancing in this game. It's either like nerf it completely. There's not really much ways they can balance it. But yeah, I'd say Chime also kind of ruined the game, because yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. But other than that, what else can I complain about? What kind of I don't know what to complain about. I think that's kind of it. I might hop on the game from time to time, but if I stay on Deepwoken, there's not much growth for me, at least. I'm not taking much of a risk by just chilling in Deepwoken, not really going anywhere. I've seen YouTubers with like 200 subs skyrocket to 20k in the matter of like 3 weeks because they took risks. They tried big games, and they I don't know, they instead of standing stagnant doing the same thing, they really blew up, and now they're doing hella good. So I'm really not trying to just stay on Deepwoken. And a lot of other people, they're just too afraid to take risks, and that's the thing I do have to say. I have to say this, dude, is just honestly just turn to God, man. Turn to Jesus Christ. That's really, I want to say that's where like a lot of my YouTube success came from. I've gotten so much good stuff, so many blessings for just sacrificing a lot for God, and I really don't think I would be doing this like if it wasn't for him. He's done a lot for me, and he can do a lot for many of you out there that are watching. If you made it to this far point in the video, he can do a lot. So I just want to say that, amen, and hopefully all y'all have a good day, good night, wherever you're watching from.